next winter edition of Cache Rendezvous. While we're getting set up out here, here's what's coming up.
It just makes me proud.
We'll take you on a trip down memory lane to the 2002 Olympics to predict what you can expect in 2034.
These carolers use signs to get the crowd in the holiday spirit. We'll show you who else made this concert so special.
Get out there and get a tree.
And where you can get a real tree this Christmas. Welcome to this edition of Cache Rendezvous. I'm Katie White.
And I'm Morgan Perkins. Last week, the International Olympic Committee announced Salt Lake City as the preferred bid for the 2034 Winter Olympics. ATV's Ryan Lawrenson takes us down memory lane to the last time the games were in town.
You hear about it in the supermarket, you hear about it at church, everyone's just very excited.
The 2002 Olympic Games in Salt Lake City drew lots of excitement.
It's something we've always only read about that happened somewhere else, and we just get to experience the whole thing here firsthand.
We've been talking about the Olympics for so many years.
It's awesome. It's awesome. You're never gonna get this again. I mean, for us, we'll never see this again in life.
Little did they know,
the executive board today followed the recommendation of the Future Host Commission to invite the French Alps and Salt Lake City, Utah, into respective targeted dialogues to host the Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games 2030 and 2034.
Last week, Governor Spencer Cox said on X that Utah is ready for the games to return. All of the competitive venues from the 2002 Olympics are still in use today. One non-competitive venue lives right here in Cache Valley.
Here at the Eccles Ice Center in North Logan sits a monument to the '02 Games. From a scrapbook of old newspaper clippings to Olympic mementos, a legacy lives on.
And while people were excited at the prospect of playing host to the games,
the feelings are so deep in my heart, it's hard to even say.
They did change what day-to-day life looked like for some Utah residents.
Can't let you be on the sidewalk this way.
Basically, it's just an inconvenience with people who visit us.
My mom came to pick me up for an Olympic event on Saturday morning, and I had to meet her off the property. She couldn't even come on the property to pick me up.
All in all,
everyone's just really thrilled to be there.
Whether it was seeing fire on ice at the opening ceremonies or sharing their patriotism at one of the events,
it just makes me proud.
A pride that Utahns will have the opportunity to feel again in 2034.
Tell me, Ryan, how many medals did Team USA bring home back in 2002?
So Team USA ended up bringing home 34 total medals. That would have put them third in overall medal count. They only took home 10 gold medals though, so that puts them in third behind Germany and Norway. Norway had 13 total.
So we got all those medals. What was it like for non-Olympians?
Security was really tight actually in 2002 for the Olympics. People got their life disrupted in all kinds of ways because of that.
Thanks, Ryan. There's a new place for outdoor skating in Logan. The Lob Ice Rink on Main Street is now open. People are shredding ice at the new rink. Lob Plaza opened earlier this fall. It costs $3 to $8 to skate depending on the day. People can rent skates, skate trainers, and walkers. And if you're not skating, there are ways to stay warm. One man said it's been 20 years since the last time he skated.
It started coming back to me. I needed a little more time on the ice.
A multi-million-dollar project, the plaza was built to draw people downtown. It is a part of Mayor Dane's plans to revitalize the area. The plaza replaced the Emporium building Cruz demolished in 2022. It will be converted to a splash pad in warmer weather.
Alex Boye warmed hearts, raised money to help girls in Uganda at a concert in Logan. Singing songs of Christmas cheer, this community choir came together to raise money to help girls in Uganda, a cause which caught Boye's attention.
I kind of just did some research and saw that they were doing, raising money for these incredible, African kids in Uganda and helping them raise money for them to make dresses, keep them off the streets, keep them out of trouble. And I just thought, what an awesome thing. That healing on and on and on and on and on.
joined the choir to sing his song Newborn. Organizers say funds from the concert will go to you, Shindi Girls Hope Uganda, and Shepherd's House Child Care Ministries.
When you put up your Christmas tree, are you pulling it out of a box or do you check out your local tree lot? ATV's Anna Johnson found out there's another option if you're looking for a bit more adventure.
We have a lot of friends that we meet once a year, is really what it comes down to.
Cummings Trees has been bringing real Christmas trees to Salt Lake since 1954. Goats started managing the lot 12 years ago.
We go through about 2,500 trees a year. Everyone worries about prices of trees going up and artificial trees. And we just have a clientele that likes real trees and comes every year.
Goats says they try to have a tree for everyone.
People either like a more open tree, others like a really bushy tree.
Using a chainsaw to cut down a tree is another option if you don't find the tree you want on a Christmas tree lot. Though there are some regulations you'll have to keep in mind.
Can't cut a tree that's over 20 feet tall, and you can't top them. That's a big thing. People will go out and they'll chop the top off a tree and then leave the rest of the tree. So it like maims the tree and it ends up dying anyways. You have to chop it below 6 inches and then you have to take the tree. So you've got to park and then hike in and hope you can find a good tree.
Christensen says the experience alone is worth it.
I wanted to have the adventure. There's something fun about it.
A tree like this could be yours if you get a tree permit.
Get out there and get a tree. I didn't realize how much work it was going to be.
Why?
A Christmas tree lot could be a consideration in the future.
Anna joins us in studio. So, Anna, can I still get my hands on a real tree?
Yeah, you sure can. Those permits are still available. You can actually cut down a tree all the way until December 31st. So maybe it'll be a New Year's tree instead of a Christmas tree?
Yeah, I have actually never had a real tree. I only have artificial ones. So
all the people that I talked to, the biggest difference that they noticed by having a real tree other than an artificial tree is the smell. You really get that fresh pine scent in your house through all of Christmas if you have a real tree.
I think you've changed my mind. Thanks, Anna.
This is so fun for Christmas. We did this last year and it was so fun, so we have to do it every year.
And coming up, we'll show you where Santa's transportation is hiding out.
We need to practice those skills.
One club is preparing for the holidays. We'll show you how diversity and inclusion is a part of that.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take one. Oh yeah. All right. All good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting. Interesting. Not buying it. Not fair. That's it. This conversation is over. Oh, brother.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things.
I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Santa is coming to town not just to give you presents, but to pick up his reindeer. I got to see who takes care of Santa's transportation before they head to the North Pole.
Our real Christmas tree, our real garlands. You also want to see one of Santa's real reindeer.
Yes, real.
Well, she'll sense that I'm there.
I definitely did not expect them to look like they did, but they do look just like they do in like the pictures, like the little like Christmas storybooks, you know? So cute.
Which is faster than Michael Phelps can sprint.
It was just fun learning the heritage and the history of it, and that the clicking, like in the song, they actually do click when they walk.
Rocky Mountain Reindeer brought Moon and Sweetie to the fairgrounds. They've been making kids smile with their reindeer tours for 3 years.
I learned about reindeer and discovered that they're quietly going extinct down here in the lower 48. And so I'm like, you know what, like, we're gonna do something about this.
And you can learn a lot from a reindeer.
They're the core.
To see the light of people getting so enthusiastic about Christmas and to be able to educate them on some agriculture with it, because people are getting farther and further away from the farm, that they don't always understand that when they vote for certain policies that affects farmers deeply.
Feeding Sweetie is a rare Christmas activity. Sweetie is about 1 in 800 reindeer here in the lower 48 states. And to get them into Utah requires a lot of planning and regulations.
It is an incredibly difficult process, and so we are one of very few farms in Utah that actually has a permit to own reindeer. And the state currently isn't giving out any more permits. Each farm has a unique contract with the state.
Between permits and the cost of reindeer,
these are not inexpensive animals. To replace a single bull is close to $20,000.
Why go to all this trouble?
I don't remember what I got when I was 6, but I remember going out and looking at the Christmas lights. And I remember going to a family friend's house and riding their pony. And I remember those experiences so much more than I remember any of the gifts.
An experience Lloyd says
Our rockin' reindeer
is worth repeating.
This is so fun for Christmas. We did this last year and it was so fun, so we have to do it every year.
They can create family traditions and really make Christmas real. And instead of spending money on things, spend money on experiences. And we want to provide that for families.
I've never been to a reindeer farm before, so it was really cool to see them up close.
Yeah, what was it like being around those huge antlers?
It was actually really exciting. So Sweetie has some of the largest antlers that they have on their farm, and when I was standing right next to her, she about hit me in the face, so it got a little crazy. But you have to sign up for a tour.
Thanks, Morgan. Whether you follow a religion or not, one club says knowing how to talk to people of other faiths is an important skill. The Interfaith Student Association held a meeting on Thursday where people talked about how to treat others who have different beliefs than yours. One student says the holiday season is a good time to have conversations about different faiths.
You know, they say Merry Christmas to their Jewish friend. Their Jewish friend's like, I don't believe in Jesus the same way you do, you know, like, and then it's like, oh, we can talk about this now.
Hunting says the club recognizes people as individuals separate from their religion. He says, listen to others, share your own beliefs, and he says, find common ground based on your shared values.
So you went to this event. Tell us about your favorite thing that you found out while you were there.
I actually learned one of the members is an eclectic spiritualist, so she doesn't follow one religion. She takes ideas from multiple places.
Awesome. And coming up.
You can do a lot more lights for, a lot less money.
We'll show you how to keep up your Christmas spirit without breaking the bank.
For over 20 years, it's become a real tradition in downtown Logan.
We'll show you what tradition he's talking about and how it's creating a community.
If you can say with me, imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Ah, listen now. Can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now. Can you feel the sun? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can you feel the sun?
How much do you pay for your electricity bill during holiday season? ATV's Zahara Nasir spoke to decor lovers to show you how you can save some money without losing the season's glam.
Take me away, Santa Claus.
This sleigh is drawing people to Center Street tonight.
I love Christmas lights. I love feeling festive.
They've been taking and admiring the Christmas decor.
It's hard when you're in college to have all the Christmas decorations that you used to have when you were at home. So it's nice to have a street like this where we can just go walk down.
Some drive their cars down major roads like Main Street to see Christmas lights. Others go to small neighborhoods like this one in Nibley.
This is one of our favorite neighborhoods to come and look at, so they love to see all the houses that are super decked out and have everything ready to go.
The Hopes live here. They say their house is decorated with over 100,000 lights, and they love to hear comments about their display from the community.
We have a lot of kids that come every year and they're like, "Are you the real Santa?" It's so cute. We love it so much.
Hope says the 100,000 lights on their house that might look like they'd blow up their electric bills don't.
I worry about it all the time and I'm like, "Dad, our light bill," he's like, "It's seriously nothing." Maybe it's like $5, $10 more than usual, but it's seriously not that bad.
A decor store owner told me that many people are stepping away from incandescent lights and buying LED lights because they're more energy efficient. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, they use up to 90% less power in comparison to these lights. And that means having as many light decorations as you want without worrying about paying big electric bills.
So we can actually tell a big difference on our electric bill from what it used to be years ago, because the electric bill has come down because most of the trees have LEDs on them now and they use 1/10 of the electricity.
Although having that many decorations might not light up the Hopes' electric bills, they say putting them together takes time. People driving around the neighborhood say they appreciate the effort.
For those of us who enjoy our lights, but not to this extent, we love that they do this for the community to be able to see it.
Snapping photos and looking at lights all around is free. Cajon says you should take advantage of this time of the year.
I invite people to come out and look at the lights because Christmas time, it goes by really fast, so you got to get out there while you can.
We have Zahara Nasir here in studio with us. Those lights were beautiful. Do people actually save money?
Yes, they actually do, and they're putting up a lot of lights. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, LEDs only require as much as 1/6 of the energy that other bulbs like incandescent bulbs need. But yeah, they actually do, guys.
Wow. Did you have a favorite display?
Oh, I loved all of them. But that one house with 100,000 lights, that caught my attention. And to hear that they only have a $10 to $5 difference in how much they pay, that was really, really huge, guys.
Thanks, Zara. Businesses in downtown Logan are hosting some tasty visitors in their stores. Gingerbread houses like these are in windows and on tables as part of the 24th annual Parade of Gingerbread Homes contest. It showcases creativity and art from all around Cache Valley. One store owner says the best part is
It's a real sense of community. It just brings people to the downtown to see the stores and the lights and all of the Christmas festivities going on in downtown Logan.
The contest will be running until December 30th. You can vote on your favorite home at any of the locations that are hosting a gingerbread house.
Thanks for joining all of us on this edition of Cache Rendezvous.
And from all of us here at ATV News,
Happy Holidays!
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too. Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning. 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash? 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. You tell me to stay away from drugs. To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules.
You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer? Here in the garage.
Closet. Shoebox. Under the bed.
Where anyone can get to it. How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Hello, parents of prospective freshmen of Utah State. You seem tense. Please take a load off. Here at Utah State, we know the value of balance in student life. Balance. Balance. Balance! Utah State student housing, a balanced way of life.
The surplus store. Someone's trash is about to be my treasure.
We have cords and cables here. We have bags full of towels and sheets. Do you want this fold-up mattress? Because we don't.
We got keyboards, paint cans, whatever this is, typewriters, computer monitors.
It's destiny on the line, and we want you at surplus.
Products are not guaranteed to work. All sales are final. This commercial is not endorsed by Utah State.
Hi, I'm Marcel Spears. Keeping our global neighborhood safe is a tough job, one made just a bit safer with the help of America's brave military dogs. These dogs, who often take the same risks and make the same sacrifices as our human warriors, keep our troops safe by sniffing out bombs and IEDs, locating enemy positions, and bringing a sense of comfort and home to an almost unimaginable circumstance. Yet, when these brave canine heroes retire, they're not always given the same treatment as our military VIPs, and are too often left overseas. American Humane works to bring home these valiant dogs and reunite them with the people who mean the most to them, their handlers, so they can enjoy happy, healthy, well-deserved retirements. To learn how you can help America's four-footed heroes, visit AmericanHumane.org.